have resurrected from beyond the grave to come to tell you, Partiers, that you have reached a door in my spooky haunted house. The dead have come to tell you that there are 2 prompt options, but only one will unlock the door.
Okay, so as you guys probably saw from Kaylee's awesome video, we have prompts. Again, we are at the locked door. I didn't realize until like this afternoon that we were at the door. Oops, and it happened like this morning, so my bad. I was reading Gothic by Philip Fracassi, and I am almost done with this, but I'm putting it aside to work on the prompts. So the first prompt is to read a story that the plot reminds you of a host, another co-host, or like the synopsis reminds you of another co-host. And for that, I started Don't Fear the Reaper by Stephen Graham Jones. You guys know I loved My Heart is a Chainsaw so much. And I know Andrew recently read this and really liked it as well. And it's a slasher, so it reminds me of like Andrew and Kelsey. So yeah, I think this is perfect fit, and I am listened to like 20-ish pages so far, and I'm really liking it a lot, as I knew I would. I just didn't pick it up right away because I was like saving it. Was I saving it for June? I don't know what I was doing with it, but now is the time I have to read it. And then I was going to pick up Something is Killing the Children to read physically tonight. So hopefully I can get through these tonight. And this reminds me of Andrew and Lauren, the synopsis of this, because it has monsters in it, and they both love monsters. And I think Andrew's read this as well. If you guys aren't subscribed to Andrew, what have you been doing? His channel is It Came From The Page, and it is super awesome and fun, and he is on Team Ghost Tour. So yeah, I'm really excited to read these. Hopefully I'll get like more answers, because the first one was just like you're just thrown into it, which is cool, but I kind of wanted a little bit more. And like these covers are so cool too. I really like the covers. And the second prompt is to read a new to you author, and for that I was going to pick Chainsaw Man Volumes 1 and 2 by Tadzuki Fujimoto. I have never read Chainsaw Man, and I hear the anime is really good and the mangas are really good too. So I'm excited to read this. I also hear it's zombies in the first one. I think Andrew told me that. So yeah, I can use it for Zombie-thon as well, which is awesome. So yeah, this is what I'm planning on reading in this vlog. I feel like it's really colorful. All these books are so colorful and fun. So yeah, I'm super excited for all of these. And yeah, we'll unlock the door. Camera battery just died, and this battery is about to die because I haven't charged them in a minute. But I just wanted to talk about these 2 books really quickly. They were sent to me, and please let me know if you sent them to me, because they did not come with a note. It's the pack and audition, and thank you so much if you did send it to me. But I would love to send you a message, so let me know, and I will check in later. So it is the next day. It is like 8:30-ish. I just got home from job number 2 today. So a really long day. I haven't gotten as much reading as I wanted done, of course, because I worked both jobs. But I have made a lot of progress with listening to Don't Fear the Reaper. I'm loving this so much. I'm actually further along than this because I listened in the car today, but I just kind of want to go through and skim some stuff just so I can like tab it, because the writing is so good. Oh, it's fantastic. I tabbed this just for an example of how great the writing is in this. What she needs now worse than anything is a cigarette to fill her mind with delicious smoke. Let her only think about inhaling, exhaling, all her capillaries opening up under her skin like some network of mushroom fibers struggling to the surface for a drink of moonlight. It's so good. It's like the whole book is like that. It's fantastic. So I feel like I didn't really talk about the premise of this because it is a sequel. So not to give too much away, but yeah, we're back in Proof Rock. We're in Idaho. It is winter, and there's killings happening again. I think it's 4 years after the events of the Independence Day massacre. Yeah, we're catching up with everybody. Everybody has like insane PTSD. A character has like injuries that she's still struggling with. And yeah, it is. I like touched my jaw because it's like a jaw injury. So yeah, it is so good. You're not just following Jade in this too, you're following like multiple POVs, which I think is really cool. And yeah, there's some POVs you like more than others. And you also are getting like an essay, like kind of like in the first one with Jade and her slasher essays, but you're getting like the essay of like the history of Proof Rock. And I'm really liking that section too. I really like the history and like the backstory of the killer is so interesting to me. So yeah, and I wonder if it was brought up in the first book. I'm just like curious now. I like want to go back and reread the first book, and I'm not a huge rereader. But yeah, I have many thoughts about this, and they're all fantastic. So I'm loving it. And then I finished Something is Killing the Children, volume 2 and 3. And I did like these better than the first one. You definitely are getting more information in it. I did like the third one. I really liked how it ended, and 1 through 3 is like a full story. So I feel like you could stop there because I looked it up and I only saw there was 2 more at my local library available anyways. But yeah, I really liked it. You get to know like the organization that Erica was in or like trained in to kill these monsters, and like the monsters are explained a little bit. And yeah, it was good. I think I'm giving these both 4 stars, and yeah, I enjoyed them, and I suggest picking them up if you have them available to you, because they're really fun and gory, and it was an interesting story, very unique, and they're 144 pages, so they count for Escape the Readathon. And then I started Chainsaw Man at work before I left, and I made it to page... Oh no, it's not telling me page numbers anymore. I think I'm like on page 60 of this, but I'm really liking this too. I like the setup of how Chainsaw Man became Chainsaw Man. It's like really cute and disgusting at the same time. There's zombie stuff that happens at the beginning of this, so it can be counted towards Zombie-thon as well. If you don't know what Zombie-thon is, I will link Kat's channel down below from Kat's Novel Adventures. It's her Zombie-a-thon readathon for Zombie Awareness Month. But yeah, I'm loving it. I want to finish it tonight, and then I'm going to try to finish Chainsaw Man Volume 2 as well. I think that's it. I think that is it for my check-in. I'm going to try to put some footage in of a groundhog friend I made tonight at work as well. But I'll check in later. Okay, so it is the next day. It is around 3:30, 4. What time is it? What is time? I don't know. So I did finish Don't Fear the Reaper just now on my last sprint. I'm hosting sprints for Escape the Readathon on my channel right now. And yeah, I freaking love this book. Oh my gosh, it's so good. There's legit super scary scenes in this and really gory scenes in this. I was eating a breakfast burrito while driving to work this morning and listening to this in my car, and I literally was like, I didn't even, you know when you take a bite of something and you're just feeling like gross or nauseous and you don't even want to finish chewing what you're eating? That's what I got in, like, driving down the highway. It was awful. I was just like, Stephen Graham Jones, why are you doing this to me at like 8 in the morning, dude? But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I also really liked the humor in this. This one just felt a lot lighter than My Heart is a Chainsaw. It felt really fun. Jade is freaking hilarious in this. As I would say as usual, but she's really intense in My Heart is a Chainsaw, and this one picks up, 4 years later, and I feel like she has a sense of humor a bit now. Like, she's evolved, she's grown, and yeah, I feel like she had one in high school, but very, very serious, like super serious, and this one is not. And you also get shifting POVs, and there's just such great action scenes in this. I always give props to authors that can write an action scene because they're difficult, and I've read some bad action scenes, and this one, chef's kiss. That was a really loud kiss. Sorry. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I loved the villain in this too, and it was just done so well. Yeah, fantastic. I'm excited for the third one. I think it's going to come out in like 2 years or so, or next year. If he started writing, he finished in 2021 with this one, so I don't know if he picked up right at the same time with it. But yeah, I'm super excited for the third one, the final act, and yeah, so great. So many awesome references in this one too. Definitely some movies I haven't seen in this. All the Boys Loved Mandy Lane, that movie, like, from 2006, I never saw that slasher, so like, hello, I need to see it. Yeah, I'm excited for the third one, and I'm so glad I read it. And again, I read this for the prompt for Andrew, a synopsis of something that reminds you of Andrew, and he read this recently and really liked it. As for, I don't know if I talked about this. Did I talk about finishing Volume 1 in Chainsaw Man? I really liked it. This is the new to you author prompt. I loved this. It's so funny. Speaking of like humor and things, this had me cracking up. I finished it this morning before work, of course, and I was just like giggling to myself, and it was like really early, and Alex was like, "What are you giggling over there? Are you reading the funnies?" And I was like, "Yes, it's great." I'm loving it, and I'm going to pick up Volume 2 on sprints as well. As for the rest of being still at the door. Can I talk? Tonight, I do have some other manga I can pick up. I have Death Notes, Volume 1 through 3. So I can pick those up. I'm not too familiar with Death Note. I think I've seen the show a couple times. And I also have like a KU manga. I have a lot of mangas. I have Monster. I have Monsters Volume 1 and 2, but those are huge. I'm just looking at them right now. They're giant. But I think Megan likes them. I always want to call him Megan. Likes Monster, so I could use that for that prompt, or a new to you author. So yeah, those are my plans. So I will get to reading again. So it's only been a couple of hours. I think it's been like 2 hours since I last checked in, but we unlocked the door. Woo! So I'm officially done reading for the door. I did finish another book. I finished Chainsaw Man Volume 2, and I loved it. I think I'm giving both of these 4 stars. So for this vlog, I ended up reading 5 books, 2 graphic novels, 2 mangas, and I keep wanting to say Curse the Reaper. Don't Fear the Reaper. I have Curse the Reaper right here. I really like that book too. But it was Don't Fear the Reaper Anyways, 5 books in 48 hours is pretty dang good. And we unlocked the door. We are back to mood reading, and what I'd finished, I stopped reading Gothic. Like, I only had like 20 pages or something left of Gothic, but I stopped it when we got to the door, and now I just finished it, and I'm pretty torn on what I want to give this. I'm torn between a 3 and a 4. It might just be a 3.5, because I really did like the ending. So I don't know what to give this. I really liked the ending of it, and for a 400-page book, this read so quickly. I mean, I had the audio, but even if you're following along or you're reading it physically, the text is super big. So yeah. My friend Lindsay did say in the chat, because I was like, I'm really torn on like what to give this because of like just like how bad the women are treated in this. They get like it's pretty bad what happens. And it felt, she's like, oh, it felt like a 70s horror book, and it's like, yeah. It did. I don't know if that's a good thing though. So yeah, I think I'm leaning towards a 3.5 for it. The ending is really, really cool, and it has great imagery. It is dark and nihilistic and a bit cosmic horror in it, possession horror in it, and yeah, I liked it. It was good, but I'm torn, 'cause I'm torn, you know. That song, I keep singing today. I don't know what is with me. But that is it for this Escape the Readathon vlog of just reading, pretty much to unlock the door. The door to unlock the door. Let me know if you are participating in Escape the Readathon and which team you are on. You can leave emojis in the comments. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye!